Hello, my beautiful diamonds. SheilaTruelove here with you yet again. Have you ever noticed how you get to see a person's true colors the moment you are no longer beneficial, or you have have nothing to give? I'm not going to say nothing to give, but when they feel that you're no longer beneficial to them. Let's check out this clip and come back and discuss it.
You only see a person's true colors when you are no longer beneficial to their lives. You see, when we are useful or helpful to someone, they act friendly, supportive, and caring. But as soon as we can no longer provide what they need, suddenly their behavior changes. They become distant and unkind. These are the moments we get a glimpse of a person's true character. It's painful and disappointing, but it's also a valuable lesson. True relationships should be built on mutual respect and care, not just what one person can offer to another. So what should you do when you see someone's true colors in this way? First, don't blame yourself. It's not about your worth. It's about their values. Second, use this experience to re-evaluate who you want to have in your life. Surround yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are, not just for what you can do for them. Don't be sad. This kind of situation is a blessing in disguise. It helps you separate the genuine connections from the fake ones. Thank you. True colors when you are no longer beneficial to their lives.
How many of us have actually seen this happen? And what should you do when you see someone's true colors? You know, when I was listening to this clip on TikTok, it put me in the mind of Proverbs chapter 19, verse 4. Let me share that with you right now. Notice here what Proverbs chapter 19 says. Verse 4, it says, "Wealth will bring you many friends, but become poor, and your friends will leave you." Notice here in verse 6 and 7, many people are nice to a generous person. Everyone wants to be friends with someone who gives gifts. If you are poor, this is the part that really kind of hurt me, and it just was an eye-opener. If you are poor, your family will turn against you, and your friends will avoid you even more. You might beg them for help, but no one will come to help you. So this is what you should do when you see someone's true colors, and this is what you should always do. It's so important. Look at what it says here in verse 8. Be a friend to yourself. Do all you can to be wise. Try hard to understand, and you will be rewarded. So you see what that scripture says? If you are generous and you're constantly giving people, everybody wants to be around you when the going is good. But when you become poor, even your own family will turn against you. Which is the reason when people say you're supposed to put family first and business second. No. I will always put business first, because when you don't have money, people don't want to be bothered with you. They see you coming, you're a nuisance, they try to duck you out. And it is when they see that you no longer have anything that can benefit them, a lot of people will turn on you. And that's just Bible prophecy being fulfilled, as you've noticed. And the best thing you can do, like the Bible tells us, is to be a friend to yourself, sweetheart. Because people, they are something else. Like I hear a lot of people say that they don't want to hang out with people who make less money than them. If you're not on my same level financially, I shun you, or I don't get too close to you, because they're so afraid that you're going to ask them for something or you're going to need something. I don't feel that way. I try to take that on. My son and I was having a discussion about that, And the more I spoke about, yeah, let me just hang out with people who are on my same monetary status, my same whatever, that don't even feel right with me. That don't feel good. We're here to take care of each other and to help each other. Of course, you have people in this world who will use you. But what I keep in mind is this. I keep in mind Proverbs chapter 17, verse 13. If you do wrong to those who were good to you, you will have trouble the rest of your life. So me knowing that, I will continue to be true to SheilaTruelove. I'm a generous person. I love being a blessing to other people. And I'm not going to change that just because I was in narcissistic relationships. You know, I'm not going to let that change me. I'm not going to let that make me a bitter person. I'm not going to change for the worse, because we all change. But a lot of times people don't change for the better. You know? So I always keep in mind that God could do all things except for tell a lie. And when God says, when you treat people who treat you good and you treat them badly, you lack appreciation, you lack gratitude, yeah, you're going to have problems for the rest of your life. You really are. So the best thing people could do is all the people that you have hurt, go back to those people, try to make amends. Some people will permit you to make amends. Some people want to beat you for the rest of your life and never forgive you. They say they forgive you, but they don't. Their behavior towards you haven't changed. They still constantly keep throwing things in your face. That's not a person who has genuinely forgiven you. But the point is, back to the subject, you're going to have a lot of people in this world who, once they see that you have nothing to offer them or that you have nothing to benefit them, and especially that happens with a lot of adult children, the moment they get out of their parents' house and they feel, well, I got my eggplant over here, or I got my woman over here, I got my money, I got all my material stuff, I don't need my parents anymore, to hell with them, and they no longer treat their parents with any type of value. And that's a rotten thing to do. But like I said, never sweat the small stuff, honey. Because if you do wrong to people who were good to you, your parents, especially your mother, she was good to you. She stayed on the job. She could have bounced. She could have left you in the hospital. She could have gave you up to foster care. Or she could have just said, you know what, here, I'm giving you to your father. She stayed on the job, honey. So it's not good. And I know a lot of toxic parents are out there. Find a way to fix it. Figure it out. The same way these women stay with these toxic men and men stay with these toxic women. If you can have that much tolerance for them, then you should do the same thing when it comes to your parents. I'm just saying. Let's listen to that clip again to serve as a reminder. Here we are.
You only see a person's true colors when you are no longer beneficial to their lives.
Yep.
You see, when we are useful or helpful to someone, they act friendly, supportive, and caring. But as soon as we can no longer provide what they need, suddenly their behavior changes. They become distant and unkind. These are the moments we get a glimpse of a person's true character. It's painful and disappointing, but it's also a valuable lesson. True relationships should be built on mutual respect and care, not just what one person can offer to another. So what should you do when you see someone's true colors in this way? First, don't blame yourself. It's not about your worth. It's about their values. Second, use this experience to re-evaluate who you want to have in your life. Surround yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are, not just for what you can do for them. Don't be sad. This kind of situation is a blessing in disguise. It helps you separate the genuine connections from the fake ones. Thank you.
He made an excellent point when he said, surround yourself with people who genuinely love you, They love you. And what is you? What is me? You know who I am? I am my personality. What is my personality? Do they like your personality? Do they like your character? That's who a person is. Their morals. Do they appreciate you for your values? You know, do they like the way you think? Do they like the way you see things? Because if they don't like you for your character, your personality, your morals, and your values, they don't genuinely like you. They may like what you do for them. Like, you have a lot of people who want to surround themselves with people who blow smoke up their behind. They want you to constantly validate them morning, noon, and night. You have so many people who are bottomless pits. No matter how much you pour into them to try to make them feel valued and special, it's not enough. Because they're vampires. They are draining. You know, I was reading something earlier, the reason why so many people feel that they don't have much self-worth and they have such a low self-esteem is because in their life they didn't have anyone who made them feel valuable or made them feel special. But then you have a lot of people who you've done everything, tried everything to make them feel valuable and show them that they're special. How can you show someone that they're special? You do things for them that you don't do for everyone. You show them that they're special by being a good listener. You give them your undivided attention when they're speaking to you. You don't do that for any and everybody. And how can you show them that they're valuable and that they are a great value to you? Ask them what is their love language and then act on it. That's how you make people feel special and make them feel valuable. At the same time, keep in mind, some people are bottomless pits, honey. And no matter how much you pour into them, it's never going to be enough. Don't blame yourself. Do the best that you can to try your best to be a blessing to everyone you come across. And that's all you can do. And like this amazing man said, you know, you're just going to find some people who are never going to love you for who you are. They're going to only want to be with you if you can benefit them. And that's selfish. And people who have a problem and they get offended when you speak the truth, if they get offended with the truth, then they are definitely not on God and Jesus' team. They are employees of Satan the devil as far as I'm concerned. Because you have so many people who they get very offended, easily hurt, overly sensitive. I can't stand overly sensitive people because it's like walking on a tightrope, eggshells. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, instead of them getting the help that they need and putting themselves in therapy to fix that nonsense, they choose to, I don't know, try to make you feel like they gaslight you. That's pretty much what they do. Yeah. But don't sweat the small stuff, sweetheart. Just keep it moving. And like this man said, if you can't find people who can really value you for you, then it's time for you to move on. And don't forget what Proverbs chapter 19 made very clear. You're going to find even your family members, when they feel that I don't need you anymore, you don't have nothing nobody want, you don't have nothing nobody need, my life is so much better without you in it, all that kind of crazy nonsense. Just shake the dust off your feet. Don't take it personal. It has nothing to do with you. That's their issue. That's their problem. Diamonds.